Welcome to unit number 10 for the Training for Interpretive Trainers course. Uh, I'm working on some new equipment here, so I'm trying to make sure it all works as far as how it starts and how it stops. But that's part of what Unit 10 is about. Uh, for all of us who do interpretive training courses or seminars or workshops, one of the most important parts of that whole event is how we start the course. And so when I do my interpretive training courses, after the people have filled out any paperwork that they're supposed to do, and we do a pre and post test, which I always recommend, then I introduce myself to them and give them an overview of what the course is going to be about and what it's going to cover. And then I have them go around the room and introduce themselves. Some of the things I like to know are things like, do you have or have you had any training in interpretation before? What kind of experience have you had in interpretation? What are the topics or the objectives that are of most interest to you? When we teach the Army Corps of Engineers Interpretive Services course, I have 30 people there from a wide range of backgrounds and experiences. And so as we go around, I like to find out just what it is they're actually working on, what they have an interest in. And then I can make adjustments in the course as far as content goes to make sure that I'm not spending a lot of time, for example, talking about interpretive trails if nobody's doing any interpretive trails. And then maybe we spend more time on exhibit planning. So everybody goes around the room and does the introduction. And then after that, I'll go ahead and start my presentation. Usually the first one I do is on interpretive concepts. And I've included my PowerPoint program that I start my course with for you. So you can use it if you want to, or edit it, or change it, or just have it as an example. And within that are some exercises where we have people look at things or I ask them questions. So with each of the slides, there's usually a dialogue where I'm interacting with and talking with my participants. And then at the end of the presentation, I go through and we do a summary. Now, be sure, one of the things I do also that I forgot to tell you at the beginning is we go over the logistics, like things like where the bathrooms are, what happens if there's a tornado, what happens if there is a fire or fire drill, where are the exits, a little bit about coffee breaks. That's one of the most important things for participants are the coffee breaks. So I'm sure to cover all those. Now, one of the things I'd like you to do for your assignment, I already had you do a lesson plan, general one. So I'd like you to fill out the lesson plan form for how you would start, maybe the first 2 hours or the first 3 hours of your session. Or you can put down on the planning form, okay, 8 o'clock, fill out registration form, 8:15 to 8:30 do pre-test exam, 8:30 to 9 o'clock course introduction. Yeah, so I'd like you to go through kind of an outline of how you would start your course and put it in the lesson plan, because that way you don't leave something out by accident. I always keep my lesson plans right on the podiums when I'm doing my presentations. And it's a good way if you're first getting into interpretive training, you haven't got all this stuff memorized, to have it written down. So that's your assignment, is to come up with kind of how you would start your training session and personalize it. And because depending on who you are and who you're training, whether it be docents or volunteers, or in my case, working professional interpretive rangers, you might start your courses differently. So do it how you would do it, based on your audiences, but kind of give me the breakdown of how you would begin your course, and maybe what kind of PowerPoint program or activities you might have people do. And it's a good way to to get used to how you do the beginnings of a course. So that's it for this assignment. I look forward to seeing what you've come up with. And remember that beginnings and endings are the two most important parts of an interpretive training workshop. If you have any questions, send me an email, and or we can Skype, or we can talk on the phone if you're in this side of the world, and we'll help you through this. So that's it. Have a good one, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with.